So maybe Bishop Auckland FC was really on card after a 3-1 loss to Chadderton. What are your thoughts of the game, Leon?
Two halves are completely different, weren't they, Joe? I mean, the message today is to enjoy what we're doing. We've come off a bad result, two bad results at last weekend. We've looked at why. We felt the results were poor at the weekend. We've looked to put them right, and I think for the first 20-25 minutes, we've looked okay. We've kept the ball in good areas reasonably well, without really causing too much of a threat. But neither did they. They continuously turned possession over. And I thought as the game grew on, we'd get a foothold at the top end of the pitch. And I genuinely thought after 20-25 minutes that there was only going to be one winner. Then we've conceded a really poor goal, not enough pressure on the ball, midfield runners has come off the back of people, and we've gone 1-0 down, and that was disappointing enough. And then what happened beyond that is it's not acceptable, is it? We've got away with one against Newton Aycliffe on Monday, and we haven't today. And it doesn't matter who you're playing against, you go down to 10 men, your job's really hard. So yeah, the red card's poor, justified. Despite the ref's performance, he got that one right, that's for certain. And then second half, I said to the lads, we're 1-0 down, and I fully believed in the lads who get back into the game. We acknowledged that they could have the ball in their defensive third, get a good shape and wait for transitions. And for the first 10 minutes of the second half, that's exactly what played out. We've got the goal, one's apiece, and then for whatever reason, instead of just getting a shape and acknowledging they can have the ball still in their third, sort of defensive third, we've gone pressing 1v1 all over the park. Now 10 against 11, you can only do that for so long. And I thought their two centre forwards were absolutely fantastic. And I'll be shocked if Paddy and Rio have a harder 90 minutes for the rest of the season, even at our level. So credit to them. 3-1. It is what it is, Joe. It's disappointing. At some point, you have to exit the FA Cup, unfortunately. However, exit and in that manner is disappointing, and I wish them all the best for the next round.
Obviously, moments change games. Obviously, we mentioned the red card. It did kind of swing it on the head, and at that point, you're kind of looking to go 10 men against a team who were in good form in their league. Tails were at 1-0 up. You kind of had an inkling what was happening. Obviously, we got the equaliser, but then it kind of looked like you could always see there was a spare extra man. It's the kind of one where the extra man's completely helped them.
The extra man's become apparent because we've gone chasing the game. But at 1-1, I've said to the lads in there, I can't fault their endeavour second half. Where's the game intelligence? Where's people saying, let's just get a shape? Exactly what we've done for the first 10 minutes of the second half, which has got us back into the game. Why have we then abandoned that and just gone chasing? And the extra man becomes apparent because lads get tired, get leggy, start forcing things. That's what we've done. That's probably the Dean getting sent off is poor, and Dean needs to take that one in the chin. He's let himself down. More importantly, he's let himself down. He's let his teammates down. He knows that. Dean knows that. He's an experienced lad. But then the way we've gone gung-ho at one's a piece, we've got some intelligent people in there. We've got to put the reins on and acknowledge that there's a period in the game where we need to stay in it and expect another opportunity to come on the back of it, and we haven't. But I can sit here all day, Joe. The reality is you're 10v11. Lads have worked hard second half. We've put two kids on. We've had a couple of niggles come off injured again. Everything's gone against us over the last week or two. But we can't dwell on it because we've got a game on Tuesday night, and we have to dust ourselves down.
Obviously, you mentioned some of the youngsters. Isaac, when he came on, was one of the probably few bright points we could probably say where we always look to go forward, always look to get involved. Is it good someone who is just turned 17 is that confident at that age?
Well, me and Dave are fully aware what Isaac's capable of. I've said to the lads in there, take this however way you want, but you can either fans clap on Isaac for running about, working hard. At 17, Isaac was brought in mainly for his experience, for him to grow from a boy to a man in a men's environment, not necessarily to be someone who's starting games, but the way he's played in comparison to more senior players, he's forced himself into the plans, and Isaac's got on that 17-year-old. In that situation, it's easy to hide and accept that you've got 10 men, you've got all the excuses you need at full time when you've lost the game, and he hasn't shied away from anything. Well done to the kid, and long may that continue.
Obviously now on the Garforth on Tuesday, away in Leeds on Tuesday night. Obviously, although we did it this time last season, is it kind of going to be a similar thing where you go there and go, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough. Obviously, I know Dean should be available, maybe. I don't know how long it takes for red cards to come in, but obviously we're going there with a bit of a depleted squad from the injuries that have happened today. How do you kind of look at it in that way?
It's a fresh start. Again, you've touched on it there. We'll have to assess the group, but we've been assessing the group through injuries and holidays since the start of the season, and it'll be no different on Tuesday night. Tuesday night we have to have a reaction, but I've said that for the last 3 games about lads taking ownership, taking responsibility, and everyone's fully behind it. But talk's cheap, Joe. But Tuesday night will come round, we'll assess the group, like you said, and we'll go up there trying to win the game. There's enough in the dressing room. There's enough in the dressing room to go and win any game of football on any given week at this level of football. There's experienced players, good footballers, and competitors. However, the last 3 games, probably the last 8 games, truth be told, we're not at the level where we expected to be at. And it is a big new group, Joe. These are a lot of new faces, and we didn't expect it to click straight away. But we're not helping ourselves. We really aren't, and we've got to take some responsibility, or the lads need to take some responsibility.
Cheers, Ian. Thank you.
Thank you.